In this video, we're going to look at questionnaires. So questionnaires are designed to gather information and they're used for a range of purposes, but there are certain rules that we should try and follow to try and make life a lot easier whenever we're trying to analyze the data from the questionnaire. So to make that process as easy as possible, we should try and have at least 3 or 4 questions, which should be short, clear, and precise. Questions should be balanced and not biased and not too personal. So you need to think, if you're asking somebody that you've just met or somebody you don't know, you don't want to ask them anything too offensive or something that they may not want to answer personally. You should also ask questions that are closed rather than open. So rather than what do you think about something, you should ask them something more specific. And the use of response boxes that are clear groups with no overlaps for questions with a range of possible options is always a good idea. So this questionnaire, we can see they've got an introduction. So we're doing a survey that helps to get a snapshot of the viewing habits of students in our school. So this gives you a bit of a platform as to what you're doing, and people maybe answer more honestly if they can buy into it. So do you have a TV in your bedroom? That's a good question because it's a yes or no question. How do you mainly watch your TV last week? So it's not asking what did you watch your TV for last week, because there could be lots of different options, but mainly would be the primary reason. Or how did you use that? It's the primary reason or the primary method. Which station did you mainly watch? Again, the use of the word mainly, meaning that you've got a single response. And for how many hours did you watch? So that's for the total for the week. So they're all categorized by groups, and we can see there's no overlap. So if we went at 5, would go in this group, whereas anything less than 5 is going to be in the first one. 20 is clearly going to be in the third box, and 21 and 27 and everything in between will be in the fourth box, and everything more than 27 is in the last one. So that's a very good questionnaire. So in doing surveys, you should be clear about what it is that you're trying to find out. So I want to find out which type of books people like. I want to find out how many hours you rate spend watching TV, or how students travel to school, or how often students take student dinners and how much they like them. Should provide an introduction to your survey so that the person reading it understands its purpose. Ask short, simple questions. So which type of film do you prefer? Giving them a range of options and something that would cover any other option, rather than just which type of film do you prefer and leaving it as a vague statement. Avoid questions that are vague. So do you go to the gym? Isn't maybe very good, because what's the difference between sometimes and occasionally or often? There's no option there for none at all. Whereas how many hours do you spend at the gym each month is given a full range of different options, and that would accommodate everybody's answers there. So make sure the questions you use aren't leading or biased. So do you agree that ITV is the best sports coverage? That's obviously trying to get you to get the person completing the questionnaire to agree with you. It's very leading. Whereas an open question of which channel do you think gives the best sports coverage, you may still believe that it's ITV and hope that most people answer ITV, but at least this way it's not leading them into an answer that you want them to have. Also, you should avoid questions that are too personal. So do you have a criminal record, or do you have any penalty points on your driving license? Those would be ones that you're trying to avoid. So question 1, so decide whether the following questions are too vague, too personal, or biased. So can you confirm that you'll be voting Conservative? So that obviously is a leading question, because you're trying to see that people are voting Conservative. So that would be a biased question. So it's going to be C. But also some people would be might feel that that's too personal and they don't want you to know who you're voting for. So that could be either or, but it's definitely biased.